Deseret News Rewind is presented by Heidemann and Associates, a full-service law firm dedicated to winning for you. Call them now for a free consultation. Welcome in Deseret News Rewind. Dusty Litster and Dane Stewart, as always, presented by Heidemann and Associates, but brought to you by the Utah Army National Guard.
That's right, Dusty. Just a reminder, Heidemann and Associates is a full-service law firm, so any legal need you might have, be it business, be it personal, give the experts at Heidemann and Associates a call for a free consultation. Call 801-754-4240.
And wait till you see the videos we just did with Justin. The way he explains what they do, and you're going to love working with Justin Heidemann. Give him a call for that. And also, if you're looking for that next step in your career, the Utah Army National Guard is a great place to look. More than military service, up to $20,000 in his signing bonus. Go to nationalguard.com to learn which jobs you get training on. It'll give you that bonus as well. But let's get into this. State tournament is here. We've been teasing it. It feels like forever. And but finally, we'll be at at the Huntsman Center all week long. Either Dane and I, or both of us, mostly both of us, will be there getting every game. And the 5A girls tournament is a lot like the boys tournament. We're going to go through bracketology, but good grief, there's so many teams you could pick. Yeah, there are. And, you know, how about the upsets in this tournament, huh? I mean, we were watching first round, second round games come through, and my goodness, we've got some great runs being put on right now by... Hey, look, whether you like the format or not, there are some teams that really like the format because that means they're playing in playoffs where otherwise they might not have been. And they're knocking out dark horses. Yes, they are. And favorites. Yeah. The Rolling Stones would not be pleased with the wild horses. We didn't even know dark horses, but the wild horses running through. And let's talk about this first. First of all, the first games we're going to see, Springville and Skyline. And I mean, how they got here, Springville beat Mountain Ridge. They beat Bountiful, who knocked out my dark horse in Wasatch. Skyline got a win over Cottonwood, and then knocked off Bonneville, who knocked off Timpview to get to this one. Boy, and how about the resurgence of Region 6? It's been great to see Skyline put together a run. Highland's been successful as well. But, man, this is going to be a great matchup. You look at Springville, you look at Skyline. Springville, boy, a little bit better defensively. Skyline's got that great offense this year. This is going to be a really fun battle to watch in the quarters. All right, so Dusty's pick. Springville. Yeah. I'm going to go with Springville. I think the Red Devils are playing really well. I'm going the same way. I think you look at Jackson, D and Hollinger, they've got a lot of pieces there. Hard to stop. We're going to jump the other side of the bracket. I don't know if this messes up what Vince has done, but deal with it. Yeah. Whatever. He can have the intern fix it. Let's go. This is Mountain View versus Viewmont. Yeah. And Mountain View, I mean, how about this? They knock off Farmington. This is a dark horse of mine. Yeah. They got that big win over the 2-seed Farmington. That was impressive. Well, how about before that, Dusty? They got a 20-point win over Box Elder. Right. And, I mean, they were the lower seed in that, so they had to go up to Brigham City, get that win. Then they have to go up to Farmington, get that win. We talked about in our preview, you mentioned it was one of your dark horses. I said, oh, man, it'd be great to see them back on the radar. Yeah, they're back. Here they are. Right? What a run put on by Mountain View in this tournament. And Viewmont got a win over Viewmont got a win over Brighton, and then Alta, who knocked off Maple Mountain to get to this one. Well, there's another one, right? I mean, Alta, I think they had like 6 wins on the year, if I recall correctly, and Maple Mountain, I'm sure, coming in feeling pretty good, flying high. The Golden Eagles tripped up in round 1. You know what it is? It's the return of the curse of Dane and Dusty because we can't get that matchup in the playoffs. No Mountain View Alta. It does not happen in any year. Yeah. All right, so we got Viewmont versus Maple Mountain, Mountain View. Yeah, you know, for me, I like Viewmont. We've talked about Gunnell. I think she's a really solid player. I'm going to go with the Vikings in this one, but let's be honest, there's a lot of momentum right now with the Bruins. If you're Region 5 and you're playing Mountain View, down. I'm going Mountain View. I'm going to ride the dark horse. Okay. I got one moving. I'm jumping on that one. Saddle them up. All right, let's go to the bottom of that bracket. Highland versus Salem Hills. This feels like a football matchup. Yeah, how about Highland? I had a first-round bye, right? The number 3 seed got a bye in that first round. Had a nice win over Woods Cross. This Highland team is really good. We've talked about them all year long. Meanwhile, you have Salem Hills coming in, wins over Park City, and then a win over Orem in the second round. I think there's a really interesting matchup when you look at Highland and Salem Hills. I think two styles that are very similar. Vance has been really good for Salem Hills, but you look at Highland, Glasker, as well as Longy. I'm going to go with the Rams in this one, but I think this is probably the closest game in the quarters. Only one of the two of us have ever lived in Utah County, so I guess this is what's happening. I guess I'm all Utah County. I'm going Salem Hills. Salem Hills, I'm buying it. The Region 8 is that good. I'm shocked that Maple Mountain went down because of how well they had played, but I'm going Salem Hills moving on in this one. That sets up the reigning champion East taking on the perennial favorite, Lehigh.
Perennial.
Sorry.
I was like, wow.
The odds-on favorite.
New acclaim.
Odds-on favorite. It's late. Odds-on favorite, Lehigh.
How about, East? It's felt like all year just hasn't quite been sorted out, right? You thought that it would be new staff, new head coach, but from the same staff. Nice win over Payson. Really good win against a good Olympus team, a young Olympus team. You're going to see the Titans in future years. Meanwhile, on the other end, Lehigh had that first round bye. Solid win over Spanish Fork in the second round. Lehigh East, look, Lehigh's undefeated. I think East can get the tempo going, but it's not going to matter. I think that plays to Lehigh's strength. I got the Pioneers.
Yeah, I'm on Pioneers too. Staying with my Utah County theme. So that puts us Lehigh versus, for me, Springville, you Skyline.
No,
you did Springville. Yeah, Lehigh versus Springville.
Yeah. Well, and I can't choose a winner because they're both from Utah County.
Fine, Lehigh.
I'm going Lehigh. I'm just kidding. It was just, carrying on the theme. I got Lehigh.
Yeah, Lehigh. I'm on Lehigh too. Then for you, Viewmont versus Highland.
Yeah, this is hard for me. I think these two teams would be an interesting matchup. I'm going to go with the Highland Rams getting a win over the Vikings.
And I got Mountain View versus Salem Hills, and the magic runs dry sooner or later, and it's going to a high-powered Salem Hills team. I'll go with Salem Hills. So for you, it is Lehigh versus Highland.
Yeah. Hey, look, there are very few teams that run the table undefeated en route to a state championship, right? Lehigh's going to be one of them. I got the Pioneers, my 5A state champ.
The one thing you say about our 5A matchup, the color schemes go really well together.
Right?
Black and purple, light blue and black. Especially on the girls' theme. That is very, very important. It's Lehigh. This is the year of the Lehigh Pioneers.
Yeah.
They were tooting the horn, winning the region on that bus. We were there. They're doing it all the way, taking home a state championship. And who do you have winning the 5A state tournament on the girls' side? Hit us up on Twitter at Deseret News Rewind, at Dane_Stewart, at Dusty Litster. Love to hear from you. It's going to be a lot of fun. We'll see you at the Huntsman Center.